Welcome to Getting Started with Crypto.com, the definitive guide for Crypto.com Part 1. I'm the Analytics CTO, and although this video does not provide any financial advice, it will walk you through the process of creating an account with the Crypto.com app, obtaining the awesome prepaid crypto Visa debit card, and maximizing your experience with the app. Remember, if you're new to crypto, please hit the subscribe button down below for additional videos that go deeper into the Crypto.com ecosystem. Whether you're new to Crypto.com or cryptocurrency in general, welcome. Recently, Crypto.com has invested a lot of money in marketing, which has resulted in a huge influx of new users to the community. You may have seen Crypto.com ads at sporting events like NHL hockey or NBA basketball games. You may have seen the logo at Formula One races, UFC fights, or at any number of different sporting events. Crypto.com is everywhere. Billboards are popping up around the world in all types of locations and formats. To say that Crypto.com is in growth mode would be a huge understatement. And going beyond static advertising, you can even find a commercial with none other than Jason Bourne himself, Matt Damon. If you haven't checked it out yet, the link is down below in the details. And to top it all off, on December 25th, 2021, the iconic Staples Center in Los Angeles, California will be renamed to the Crypto.com Arena. That's right, Crypto.com has acquired the naming rights for this legendary sports venue for the next 20 years. Marketing aside, one of the most compelling reasons for starting with the Crypto.com platform is for the prepaid Visa debit card. This card provides holders, or should I say hodlers, with the ability to earn Crow, the native crypto token of the Crypto.com ecosystem, for simply making purchases that are already currently being made. There are different types of cards, but for new users, the focus will be on the Midnight Blue, Ruby Steel, and Royal Indigo Jade card levels. There are different amounts of Crow that must be staked to qualify for each card level. If you're new to investing in crypto, staking is essentially locking in the funds for a period of time, which in the case of these cards will be for 180 days. The entry-level Midnight Blue card does not require any staking of Crow and will earn you a modest 1% crypto return on all your eligible purchases. The Ruby Steel card is my recommendation for most new users and will require an initial stake of $400 worth of Crow. The exact amount will vary in your country. This card level provides you with a 2% return on your purchases, provides free Spotify when the subscription is paid with the card, and is not like other plastic cards that you currently have. This is a very impressive steel card which I guarantee will make friends ask you about it, and which gives you the opportunity to collect referral rewards. More on that later in the video. Another solid option, and the card level that I currently have, is the Indigo Jade card, which has a minimum stake value of $4,000. This is also a steel card that provides a 3% crypto return on your eligible purchases when the card is used. In addition to the free Spotify, Netflix can also be free when the subscription is paid with the card. There are other benefits to the Indigo Jade card as well, like free airport lounge access, but the biggest advantage for this level, in my opinion, is that you can earn 10% interest, which is paid to your account weekly in cryptocurrency, whereas the Ruby card does not provide interest on the staked amount. This is an excellent way to have a steady DCA, or dollar cost average, purchase strategy for free. So to sum it up, the Midnight Blue plastic card does not have any staking requirements. The Ruby Steel card will lock up $400 of Crow for 180 days, and the Steel Indigo Jade will earn you 10% interest on the $4,000 required to obtain the card. More about the cards, how to upgrade to the next level, and other topics in part 2 of the video, which is linked below in the details. If you're going to be using the Crypto.com app, this is a video that you can't afford to miss. To get started, first we'll need the Crypto.com mobile app installed. Head to the App Store if you're on iOS, which I am, or to the Google Play Store, searching for the Crypto.com app and downloading the application. Now that the app is installed, let's launch Crypto.com. First things first, let's add a referral code. If you don't have a referral code, please feel free to use mine. The link is also down below for direct access. This code will actually unlock $25 US for extra funds in your account that you can do with whatever you see fit. You can see the code's been verified, and we'll go ahead and click sign up. Now we'll enter our email address and hit continue. This will actually validate the email address and make sure that it hasn't been used in a previously created account. Once that's successful, it'll actually email you a confirmation link. So you need to open and access your email from your phone or the same device as you're launching the application from. It's very important because you'll see there's a login link here. And once we click on that, it'll prompt us to open a web browser. And let's just open Safari here. And once that web browser is open, you'll see that it's actually going to try to launch the app. So it's authenticating you and validating you through the web browser through to the app. Once you're in the app now, you'll see that there are different advertisement screens. You can just skip through them. And there's your email address. Let's accept the terms and conditions. And now we'll go ahead and enter our phone number, which once it's entered, we'll send a verification code. And you'll get an SMS message that will prompt you to validate the code as well as enter your name. And the next part of the process is uploading a document to validate your identity. Choose a document type, make sure it's scanned. Once it's automatically recognized, it will upload, and then it'll prompt you to take a selfie, and it'll analyze your data. And once it's both been confirmed, it'll upload for account validation. Now, typically it says that the validation process complete, and that it could take up to 24 hours. While recording this video, it actually took less than 5 minutes for my account to be verified. So sometimes, again, based on traffic, it can be very quick, or, like I said, a one-day process. All right. I'll launch the app again. I've received an email that says I was verified. Now it's the first time after verification. It's going to prompt you to set a passcode. So I'll set a 6-digit passcode. And now, again, just kind of rounding out the configuration, I'll choose a currency to be displayed for my application. So I choose Canadian dollars. Again, accepting some more T's and C's. And you'll see now, once you're in, that $25 US code, referral code that I entered at the beginning showed that it is accepted. A couple click through here options just for tracking, the standard Apple tracking. Again, you can choose to allow it or ask not to track, your choice. Now that we're actually in the app for the first time, you'll see now on the home screen that on the home screen there are a list of favorites, so you can track different cryptos there, as well as a listing of all the top movers. And then you have access to missions and superchargers, which I will explain in part 2 of this video. If I click on the referral link at the bottom, there's your code in the bottom left. You can actually use that to send to your friends. And you'll also have a summary screen here to show you how much you've earned for the various earning methods within the app. So I'm going to click on accounts, and I'm going to expand crypto wallet and go to crypto.com token. And you'll see now when I click on that, it shows me details about the price history as well as my current CRO balance, which is 0. And you'll see that I have a locked CRO balance, the 44.4. That is the sign up bonus. So this bonus is locked until you actually stake for a Ruby card or higher. Okay. So let's go ahead and do that now. So the first thing we'll have to do is click on the fiat wallet. And the fiat wallet is the wallet that actually holds your real money. So we'll click on a currency. For me, it's Canadian. And now it's going through the process of setting up this wallet. It's going to prompt me for my mailing address. So I'll enter that. And now this is probably just for demographic purposes, but it's going to prompt you for your occupation. And once your occupation is selected, we'll hit done. And then the next step, it'll actually prompt you to designate a source of the funds that you'll be using. Now I just chose savings for this case and hit done, and then it'll prompt you to confirm. Again, this has no bearing on the functionality of the app. I believe this is purely just for demographic purposes only. Once that's done, you'll say your bank account's ready to use. So the next step is actually getting money from your bank into the Crypto.com app. In Canada, the only way we can do it currently is through e-transfer. So I'm going to go ahead and hit deposit, and I'm going to choose Canadian dollar. And you'll see here's some information about limits, but here's the real kind of heart of the information. You'll need this payment email when you're setting up the e-transfer from with your bank account. And very important is you copy that identification number and paste that into the message area of the e-transfer. So that identification number lets Crypto.com receive the money and assign it to the right account. Okay. So I've gone ahead now and filled out an e-transfer with my bank and made sure to paste that identification number. And what I'm going to do now is, while I wait for that transfer to go through, I'm going to go in and adjust some of the security settings. So I'm going to hit settings, which is in the upper left-hand corner of the screen. I'm into the settings screen now, and I will go in, and first thing I will do first is enable my anti-phishing code. Okay, so the anti-phishing code is a great feature that Crypto.com has that ensures the validity of the email sender. So if in this case, I'm going to enter my code 5236. And what this is going to do now And once the code is entered and I've confirmed it, it's going to prompt me for my passcode. So every time now I receive an official email from crypto.com, that anti-phishing code will be in the upper right corner. Okay, so here's an example here. If that code isn't in your email after you set the phishing code, it's probably not a valid email from crypto.com. So again, it's a good way to prevent scams. Okay, so I highly recommend you set that up. Next thing we'll do is we will go in and change the refund currency. So by default, it's USDC. I'm going to change it to Crow. So anytime a merchant refunds it to your card, the refund will actually happen in crypto. And here you can choose the crypto you want. Next, we'll enable two-factor authentication. Enter my passcode to confirm. And what I'll do here is I'm actually going to use the Google Authenticator. There are other options as well, but I will use Google. I'm going to copy that code at the bottom of the page because it's very hard to take a selfie of the QR code from the phone you're currently using. I'm going to flip over to Google Authenticator. I'm going to enter the key and give it a friendly display name for the Google Authenticator app. And I'll press add. Now there's my code. When I flip back to the app, it's going to prompt me for my passcode. That's what crypto.com does all the time. Proceed to verify, and I'm going to enter now my 6-digit code that was generated by the Google Authenticator app and press enable 2FA. And if everything is successful, you'll get the confirmation message. Great thing is you can actually control what 2FA controls. I like keeping it on for everything. That way I'm assured that it's me really doing the transfers. And I highly recommend staying away from Face ID and Touch ID. So leave that disabled and use the 2FA. Now for the magic of time-lapse photography, my bank transfer has gone through. It actually took about half an hour for this video. But now I'm actually going to go ahead and stake for the card. So I got some money, Canadian dollars, into my account. I'm going to go into my crypto.com wallet here, my crypto wallet. And if I scroll down, you'll see that I have a current balance of 0 Crow. So I'm actually going to buy some more Crow because you need to buy Crow before you can stake for the card. I can use a crypto for it. I'm going to use fiat in this case. I'm going to use the cash already transferred. And I'm going to need to buy $500 worth of Crow. So one of the gotchas with crypto.com is you can't actually specify a dollar amount. You need to specify it in Crow. So my trial and error here, but 755 Crow is a little above 500. I always prefer to buy a little more than I need. In this case, I'm buying 755. I'm going to hit confirm, enter my passcode to confirm it. And we'll get the confirmation message. I've also unlocked a diamond. Again, more about, unlocked a mission. More about missions in the part 2 of the video. Now you see when I drag down the screen, I have 755 Crow in my account, but those 44 are still locked. All right, so let's get those unlocked by staking now for the Ruby card. So I'm going to press card in the app in the lower right, and I'm going to click on Crow purchase, and then the purchase and hold Crow button. And you'll see now it brings you the screen. So it needs 731 Crow to be held for 180 days. You get that Crow back. It's not money you're spending. It actually comes back to you. It's just being held there in a staked format. So I'm going to choose my wallet. And it looks like the price has gone down a bit because now it's 732 Crow, not 731. I'm going to say OK, and then enter my passcode. And that will actually stake the money, lock the money for 6 months into my account, which I'll be able to see here in a minute. But once that's successful, you'll get the validation message. Now I need to accept the terms and conditions for the card. I'll hit confirm. And what you'll get now is the results of your application status. So you see right there, it's complete. If you go back to the screen, you'll see that I purchased the Crow, my address is good, and my card is in accepted mode. All right, and there it is. There's my my referral bonus unlocked. The accepted mode will change to issued once they processed your application, and then to shipped when they've actually put it in out for mailing. All right, so let's go back to our accounts here, and we'll take a look at the crypto.com account and how it's changed. So if we go into the crypto wallet and we scroll down, we'll see now that there's a Crow balance. So that Crow balance that you see is actually the additional funds that I bought, plus the 44 that became unlocked. You can see here now the sign-up bonus has become unlocked. And there's my 732 Crow that have been staked. And you can see the duration left on the stake term. All right, through the magic of time-lapse photography, let's jump ahead now. About 2 weeks, that's how long it took to get the card. So 2 weeks later, the cards have been received. And what we'll do now is we'll flip over and I'll show you how to start using the card. Okay. So now I have the card in hand. What I need to do is go to my accounts, and I'm actually going to click on the Crypto.com Visa card. And you can see here that I need to top it up. So what I'll do is I will top it up from my fiat wallet. In this case, I'm just going to put the minimum $20 on. So you see here, there's the minimum Canadian is $20. So I'm going to click on top up, click the button, and you'll see here now I'm asking me for confirmation. And once that's confirmed with my passcode, the money will be transferred from my fiat wallet to my crypto wallet, or sorry, my crypto card. And if we take a look now at the details of the crypto card, you can see there it is. And actually, today or yesterday, my Netflix bill went through, and you can see it's been reimbursed right away into my card in the format of Crow. Now, a couple other things you can do with your card is if you look at the card details, you can change your PIN. You can also enable international transactions. That's very important if you're doing things like Spotify and Netflix. And you can also freeze your card. So if you're traveling, you're not going to be using it for a while, you can just go ahead and press freeze. It'll prompt you for your code, but essentially that will lock the code for any duration until you hit the unfreeze button. So that's how easy it is to get a prepaid Crypto.com Visa debit card. There are still a lot of things that you'll need to know about Crypto.com, so don't forget to watch part 2 of this video, linked below, which contains great information about upgrading your card, staking crypto for additional gains, understanding the supercharger, and finally, tricks for things like accelerating money transfers. Do yourself a favor. Avoid searching through endless Reddit posts or asking a question that's been asked 100 times before. And if you're serious about Crypto.com, you definitely can't afford to miss part 2 of this video. I'm the Analytics CTO, signing off and encouraging you all to hodl on.